Anyway, just in case. If you wanted to post that URL, because we have the bad one in there still.
Well, I mean, but she was able to go into live and...
Yeah, but if anyone else wanted to watch.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if anybody will, but...
We want followers.
All the followers on YouTube.
How old are it?
That's a lot of followers.
Oh, yeah.
We will recommend for this.
I just started this, goddammit. Don't be mean. You salty bitch.
Hey, Critical Role started somehow. Even though they're all established people who are all good at things.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. They're voice actors and professionals and blah blah blah, and we're just a bunch of amateurs that tell scary stories
I don't know.
to one another or something.
It gives us charm.
It does. We're very charming.
Yes.
All right, Mac. I think that this is good to go. Just do me a favor, and if this decides to not go live, let me know ASAP, because it could do that. If it depends on how long this thing is willing to record us to do whatever the fuck. So.
I mean, live streams are really long, so I don't think it would stop recording. But I mean, unless they're
typing something in chat, maybe you can click her name and enable moderator or something. Whoa, what the fuck is that?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. That was very loud, and it was just wait, is there some Buddhist monks that are about to bust out here? Some bells? What the hell?
I'm sorry, I brought over my entire Olympic singing bowls team.
Oh, sorry.
I believe a double life, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, no, I'll do it on this side.
Are they interested in D&D?
Right?
Well, sometimes we get wild and bring in the chimes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Party time.
We accept everybody.
It's a judgment-free zone.
What's their Thaco? Never mind.
What?
Thaco's old school D&D.
Oh, yeah. Where you want it low.
Get low,
I
get
don't remember
low.
what that acronym stands for, but yes. Alright, Dropbox, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you not updating? Why are you not loading? Why are you not doing the things that I want you to do? Because all of my files are on here and I need them. You guys had made it to the Parliament, which, I mean, you've been running through some pretty swanky neighborhoods so far. The Parliament building blows them all the way. It is just this towering spire that twists up upon this pillar of black rock, but you really can't see much of the rock because the building just kind of spirals up it. And at the very, very top, precariously balanced, is this just exquisite building that, you can tell that they were literally trying to be above everybody else in this city, because it is the highest point and it is without a doubt the most luxurious building. It is covered in pane windows where you can only imagine the view out to the city. And at the bottom is a set of what appear to be characters probably wouldn't understand, but well, nope, you had one encounter with an elevator, and that's what these are, except that they seem to be made of perfectly clear glass. Just these perfectly clear glass squares that have doors that automatically shut, and they're just a series of about 6 of them that are just moving up and down this spire, rising probably about 100 yards before they then release their occupants into the building. There is a lot of foot traffic in this area. Of course, I think you guys were looking at it through an alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
But to get to the Parliament building, you have to cross through a large public square. that is just packed full of people, and it also has this beautiful art installation in the middle, which is a fountain that water flows down these like twisted, jagged spires of clear glass, and it's creates maybe 100 different waterfalls as it pours down from the middle over all these like twisted, jagged edges, and so the sound of running water reverberates through the square even louder than all the people. You can imagine that probably that was made so that people that frequented the building were able to have conversations without having to worry about being overheard outside. What do y'all do?
Well, I guess we're going to head to the Parliament building.
Yeah, Lianne has information. Or, not Lianne. Shit.
Lianne, what are you doing in the game?
Lianne, get out of here. It's Tether.
I guess I can throw a coin into the fountains.
Okay, well, I mean, you're gonna have to like cross into the square, push through a lot of people, but you could absolutely do that.
See if I don't do it.
I mean, that's fine. Do you just flick it in, or you like toss it into one of the waterfalls, or what?
I'm gonna overhand it as far back as I can.
Okay. You know what? Go ahead and roll that. I normally don't roll for silly things, but roll that just to see if it actually hits it or if it keeps going and you nail somebody.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm going
What have
into
you done?
stealth mode. I'm just saying, I'm hiding.
Well, I mean, okay, so there is no like stealth mode. I mean, I know what you mean, but it's not like a video game where it's like, oh, I rolled high, nobody can see me.
That's right.
It's
Quick, she's Solid Snake. She's putting on the cardboard box.
definitely not
That's what
that.
I was thinking.
So,
Am I just rolling a flat 20?
add your dexterity. Do it as a sleight of hand. Why not? So
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me add the sleight of hand to this.
Slide a hand upside someone's head.
I mean, I could do just like a raw dexterity check with sleight of hand. At least gives you more of a chance of like.
I have a total of 20.
20. Okay. So you throw the coin and somehow it perfectly arcs up and hits one of the spires and it like kind of bounces up off of it, and there's like this crystalline ringing noise that fills the Parliament. And as the coin like tumbles down, you can hear ding, ding, ding. And everybody got really, really quiet when this happened.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
And now we have to go up there to go somewhere.
So after a few moments, and you hear laughter from kids, things return to normal, but the art installation obviously boosts the sound as part of its thing. And apparently, you're just sitting there geeking out.
As long as Tether's having a good time.
I'm very pleased.
These is Tether.
My character points to her.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like,
Okay,
She
so
did
they're
it.
all just pointing over at you. Nobody really seems to care.
Excellent.
That's my kind of move.
Alright, so what are y'all doing now? Gosh, my eyes are not watering.
Well, I am going to show off the recommendation that I have to, from that receptionist lady to the party.
Well, the party is not here, nor is it happening yet. you guys had headed to the Parliament building to get information, I believe.
Mhm. Yes.
So,
Well, I was referring to my companions.
Oh, the group. Like us.
Yes.
wait, what?
That when she said the party, she meant
Oh,
us.
oh, okay, sorry, I'm with you. So, go ahead.
Okay.
So, Tether holds up I think it was, like a playing card looking thing? With,
Well, she gave me like a written recommendation from the House Crow, like guardhouse. Was like, here, present this, and maybe they'll give you a copy of the the maps and everything.
Right, I'm pretty sure that, if I remember correctly, though, it was just like a playing card size thing with the House Crow's insignia
yes.
on it. It really didn't give any information other than you get the idea that possessing this is not something that most people have access to. But, so she shows the group. Does anybody have anything to say about it, or impressed by it, or anything?
That's a nice card.
Did she tell you who to give it to? Or do we
Unfortunately, no. So we're gonna have to try and figure this out as a team.
Okay.
Put our heads together.
These.
Alright, so. Okay.
We're doomed.
I say we go to the Parliament building then.
Yeah.
Who wants to take lead on this one?
Are there guards outside?
Oh, yeah, this place is loaded with guards.
But we have Shiken's little thing that tells us that we can go places. So.
Yeah. Well, I say we go up to one of the
How
guards
suspicious do
and
we
show
look?
them.
Okay, you go up to one of the guards, near, like, the elevators, or just
Yeah,
a random
yeah,
guard
and-
in the square?
Near the elevator and show them the card with House Crow's name on it.
Okay. So you push through the crowd, and it takes a few minutes to get through. It's very, very dense, and you finally get to the set of these rising elevators, and there's a regiment of guards like posted. You can tell that they are they're not really moving around much, but they are very dedicated and probably trying to impress their superiors. So you can only imagine that they're on high alert. Callie walks up to a guard and he stares straight ahead. And as you get within about 5 feet of him and you stop, he says, "Ma'am."
Well, Callie is playing with her strings on her bodice,
As usual.
as usual, and she's going to show him the card with the name on it.
Alright, since you're trying to be flirtatious, give me a persuasion check, please.
Do you want me to roll it on here?
No, probably just roll it on the table would be best, I imagine.
Ooh, sweet.
I have my phone laying on, I don't know how long it's going to last. but-
It's what kind of check?
Persuasion, yes.
Ooh, I got a 26.
Ooh.
So,
He persuaded.
this guard is like trying so hard to like just keep looking straight ahead, but you notice his eyes just go to your bosom, and you can see him like kind of starting to sweat a little bit, and like he's really, really distracted. So what did you say after that?
I would just really appreciate any help you could give me to lead me in the right direction.
What direction would that be, ma'am?
I would like to speak to somebody about getting some maps.
Normally we require people to be citizens, but it's fine. Go on ahead. You look. Can I get your name, please?
My friends call me Callie.
He extends his hand as if to possibly shake or take yours.
I shake his hand.
As he grasps your hand, he pulls it and gives a delicate kiss, and he says, "My name's Bartholomew." It's a pleasure.
The pleasure is all mine.
Are you possibly available this evening? Maybe we could go out and have a drink. And Bartholomew's not a bad-looking man. He's young. He has a little bit of like a light beard and dark hair. He has olive-colored skin and big bright eyes that are deep brown.
Well, I'm actually going to a party tonight for the House Crow.
That is, I am humbled. I'm so sorry. I simply cannot compete with that. But if you ever want to come see me anytime, I will be here.
Oh, well, thank you. I will take you up on that.
Great, thank you. By all means, go on ahead. Just you're good. Just don't tell anybody anything. But
Your secret's safe with me.
Out of game, he wants some California.
Callie walks past to go into the lift. She's gonna caress his arm like, and with her other hand, she's gonna motion for the group to follow her.
All right, so
I'm gonna follow her.
you all step in. You all step onto the platform, and as soon as you're all in, the thing's obviously some kind of magical device because a glass door gently slides shut behind you, and the lift begins to ascend pretty slowly, which, if you are not afraid of heights, you find it probably to be a very beautiful experience as you slowly rise up over the city. If you are afraid of heights, well, you're standing on a clear glass floor in a clear glass box, and you are going about 100 yards up into the air.
Nice.
So after about 2 minutes of this and being dizzy, I can't say that apparently, dizzy, whatever. You know what I'm saying. The square below you looks like really, really small, which clearly it's not. But on the other opposite end, a glass door slides open, and you're immediately hit with a really cool breeze. And there is a hallway that is in white and black checkered tile, and that seems to lead into a busy kind of area, plaza area that is lined with various offices, and at the very far end you can see another lift that goes up that has about 8 guards posted in front of it. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna hand the card to Tether, and I'm gonna say the rest is up to you.
I don't know, there are more guards. You might want to go in front.
Well, I'll go with her, then distract.
Okay.
Alright. So, what y'all doing?
The baton has been passed.
Well, I guess I'll take a step forward in front of the group here.
Okay. Well, I mean, the crowd here is thinner, and they are dressed much, much better than most of you. You can tell that they are busy trying to be busy. People kind of push around and are kind of just see through you in their bustle. They got things to do. So you push forward and you find yourself in this like moderately busy square, and like I said, on all sides there's various like doors leading to offices. Most of them have a clear glass front so that you can look straight in. They have what looks like bronze plaques, or maybe gold, on the doors telling what the office is or whom it belongs to or whatever. There's a lot of them.
Is there one that's
Let
labeled
me
records?
try and roll insight to figure out which office was most likely our best bet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Alright, let me get something here. Alright. And 18.
So at the very corner of the room, you notice one that seems to be much, much less frequented, and you think that probably records wouldn't be something that would be something prominent that people were like bustling in and out of. So you're pretty confident that you know it's in the kind of darker, less occupied corner of the plaza.
Okay. Alright, let me wave over that way, and I'll walk towards the office. Is there a name listed on the plaques?
Yes, so as you push through, you get into this corner where not a lot's going on. There's just a gnome sitting against the wall on a bench, smoking a pipe, just kind of casually watching you guys as you approach. There is a glass door, and beyond it, it's pretty dark. You can see like rows of like books with like spotlights up ahead. And it just simply says record keeping. So that's probably what you're looking for.
Awesome. Okay, well let's head inside and see if we can find some sort of curator for the stacks here.
Okay. So as you go up to the door and you try it, you find that the door is locked, and the gnome that has been watching you hops off the bench, standing about 3 feet tall, and he's very slight of build, and he's pretty daggone old. He has a white beard that goes down to about his ankles, and he's wearing a pointy little hat. And he walks over, just blowing smoke rings into the air, and says, what you be wanting? Who are you? Speak.
My name's Callie.
Hi, Callie. What are you doing? What do you want?
We heard that this was a good place to come to look for a particular map we're trying to find. And if you could help us with it, we would really appreciate it.
Well, I guess it is a good place. It's the only damn place in here to get those kind of things, but we don't just give them out to anybody. I mean, who the hell are you?
Well, I'm actually here on behalf of House Crow.
Bluff. Give me a deception, please.
Jeez.
You can do it.
Wait a minute. I'm scared.
Do you want me to shine a light in there?
No, I got it. Ooh, I'm gonna give you a mulligan token.
Alright. First one of the day.
Ooh, I rolled a 6, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't gonna happen.
No, I mean,
Much better. 24.
24.
Got.
Okay.
And I show him the card with House Crow name on it.
Alright, so you hand him the card, and he kind of like turns it, looks at it, and then he like looks up at you guys, and he's like, y'all sure as hell don't look like House Crow. They're all in their fancy ass clothes, and y'all look basic as fuck. Alright, whatever. Come on. And he pulls out a key that is around his neck on a, seems to be like a brass key on a gold chain, and he unlocks the door and kind of waddles in, holding it for the ladies as they pass through, but then he lets go as soon as you take up the rear. You find the door kind of just falling in your face.
Damn.
Aw.
Can I turn around and open the door for Mack?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm like having like
Adric.
Adric. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like I don't remember that. So yeah. So before the door hits you in the face, it's
Tori.
grabbed and Tori, yeah, I have
We need to go around to a round table because I messed up too.
It's just been a while. It's been 2 fucking weeks since we like. I mean, I don't know. My memory's just not what it used to be. Anyway, so he walks in and he goes up behind a desk that has a little lamp on it, and he reaches behind something, and you hear a switch click, and more of the spotlights that are like in between the rows of books turn on. He plops down on a stool at the desk, and he says, "Well, I'll be here if y'all need anything, but don't you dare make a mess. I will know when I'm watching.
Okay.
Also, you need to check out anything that you take with me. I need to know what you take. Do not try and pull anything on me. I've been doing this for 200 years, so you won't get away with it."
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Before he leaves, I ask him.
Well, he's not leaving. He's sitting at a desk.
He's watching us.
Oh, before he sits down, I ask him: Is there a way to make copies of maps, or like, do you have a transcriber? Or?
Well, we don't have one here. I mean, I'm not going to do it, and I'm the only one that watches this place, so you could check something out, but you could get your own copy, I guess, but most people don't, and it might have a hard time finding somebody to be willing to inscribe an official document. I mean, most people are just fine checking stuff out. I mean, you can keep it for up to 6 weeks, so...
I have a question for Tether. Does Tether have like a forgery kit? Like, would that be something we could maybe forge some of the documents so we don't have to check them out if we find something we want?
I was thinking that too, Tori. I can make a rough copy, albeit here on the fly. But it might be wise to avoid taking our names down anywhere.
That's what I was thinking. We don't want to leave it
Yeah.
I was thinking also of bribing this guy on our way out to keep him quiet.
I assume that you're saying all this out of earshot.
Yes, we're not.
Yes.
Forge
I'm just-
copies and bribe this guy?
I'm just worried about the document itself getting damaged or destroyed, because then we're on the hook.
I mean,
Yeah.
not likely. Unless you just recklessly
Slide it
dragging
around.
it through the mud, and yeah, maybe. So, you find yourselves in what appears to be an alphabetically listed, there's about 10 rows of books that go down about 70 feet each. There is ladders that slide across the aisles because many of the books are about 12 feet up in the air. Out of the reach of all but the tallest, and especially out of reach for the gnome Cleric stone.
Does that mean he doesn't? I guess he even knows up there.
He does. He's just not inclined
He's
to
not gonna
help
go
you.
grab it.
I mean, you can try.
I have a question for Tori.
Okay, I might have an answer.
Okay. In your investigations, did you find that there was a specific quarter that had entrances? I
Yes.
feel like...
I found
Okay, where do you start looking for
entrances.
maps?
There's an entrance in the Sky Gardens, which is probably our best bet. Sounds the safest. And he said it would take us through a sewer into the West Undercity. And then there's also entrances in the South Industrial Block and in Plague District 3. Which I'm kind of interested in learning about Plague District 3, but I don't think that's the way we want to get in.
I don't think that's the way to go either. I think
Probably our worst bet.
our best bet would be Sky Garden.
Alright, so where do y'all head in the rows of books?
Well,
Well, you said it's in alphabetical order, right?
Yes.
both of our best bets are in the S's.
Yeah.
South Industrial and Sky Gardens. Or I guess Industrial is
Let's see, I have the Central Undercity District 3, South Undercity.
Yeah, it's southwest
the
and
West
central.
Undercity Gardens, and what's the third one? I can't remember how that one myself.
It was just through the Sky Gardens to get to the West Undercity,
Sky Gardens.
and then you could go the South Industrial Block. As long as it isn't raining, you could go through the floodgates to the South Undercity, and then Plague District 3, which you really can't go through. You could go through a manor basement to the Central Undercity. But that's like, I don't think that's the way we want to go. Anything with plague in its name is not like my favorite place
Yeah,
to be.
that doesn't sound good.
So,
So,
I guess we'll start with Sky Gardens since that seems like our best bet.
Yep.
okay. So you head your way to the S's, and you are somewhat amused to see that the desk that the gnome's sitting at, he pushes a switch and he slides along so that he's looking right down the road that you guys are on, and he is indeed watching you guys like a hawk.
I don't think forgery is going to be easy. Or we could distract
Get
him.
you out.
Yeah, well, if he's watching us, I'm like gonna be bending down a
I'll
lot.
check it out.
Check him out or check...
I check it.
No, that's not a good idea.
We don't want to put our names in
We
it.
don't want to leave a trail.
We can see... I have...
I can
Like
leave
Krystal
a
says-
trail on behalf of the church, and no one will think the wiser.
Yeah, but then I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, if I won't stop you if you want to. I just don't know if that's the best.
How about we see what there is to be found first, and then we can decide whether we want to be official or whether we want to take our chances being shady. Does that sound okay?
It sounds okay.
So, when are we? Have we found the book yet? 'Cause I'm gonna
Well,
try.
no, I mean, you guys have walked down the rows, but no, you've not told me you've like looked yet, so. I
Alright.
mean, you know, I don't assume you guys do anything. Like, you guys have to tell me what you're doing. So, are you perusing the like books?
Yeah. I'm going to be like, I don't know, like pretending to like scratch my leg and maybe like show him some leg or something. I'm gonna be trying really hard to distract him as best I can.
All right, give me a deception roll, please. And as for the rest of you, anybody looking for books, I need some kind of check. I would take
Oh.
most kinds of history would be good. But then probably nobody really has history. History's kind of one of those lame ones. Let's see.
All my intelligence sucks, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up a list here of things because I never bloody remember. Well,
But I mean, we can all roll.
you guys know
this.
your skills. You guys tell me how you find this book because there are hundreds or even thousands of different volumes that are neatly stacked on the shelf, and there's some like file-like cases that have like stacks of paper just bound together in leather cord. So what do you get on your deception?
I rolled a 1.
That's so
What
bad.
did you get total?
6.
He yells down the aisle, "Hey, knock that out!
Oh no.
You think it's gonna work on me? I'm watching you guys."
Okay.
Callie takes this
Okay.
back to hide behind nobody.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean this gnome has like he's giving y'all the fucking stink eye. He's not happy now.
I have a question about perception. Can I roll a perception check just because, like, that's my best?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Perception makes sense.
Alright.
And you don't have to do it alone.
I got 14. So everybody should probably roll and see if someone can find this book.
Yeah, Yeah, let's get some more rolls and we'll see what happens.
20!
20?
20!
Okay.
13.
Alright.
20.
Ooh, 2 20s and...
Okay. So, you guys are like pulling out files and probably making sure that you put them back where you find them. There is a lot of information here, but after about 10 minutes of searching, both of Adric and Callie both put their hand on the volume at the same time, and both pull it out together because they just like kind of had figured something out. And so you're each holding one end of a cord-bound, folded vellum paper.
As Callie starts to pull out the book, she's going to do her best to like make a mess and drop other books with it.
Risky business.
Oh, Deception, please.
Oh shit. Try a different D20 before you did use this.
Oh man.
This worries me.
Please.
Oh.
Okay, so 17.
So, Adric notices as the volume that you guys both put your hand on and you're pulling them out, Callie clearly, like, pulls some other, like, books out at the same time. And immediately the gnome's yelling and hollering, "What the hell are you doing? You better clean that up!"
Oh gosh,
But he
I'm
doesn't
so
seem
sorry.
to notice that you are holding something.
I slide it. Like, I'm hoping they're watching me and seeing as I slide it that I want them to hide this while I'm gathering the other papers and cleaning up my mess.
Can I like stand in front of like the line of sight of the gnome so you can't see Adric? Because Adric's the one who's got it.
You can. No one actually has the volume next. Nobody's picked it
No,
up.
Oh, it fell down.
But
It
it's
fell
on the
over.
ground with some other stuff. So
Then I'll pick it up pretending like I'm helping her put the stuff back.
give me a sleight of hand, please.
That should
And I'm saying, oh gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm so clumsy.
Somebody, I mean, just to give y'all like kind of a freebie for right now, just because someone's making a roll, you can still like do other things to make it like more likely that
Make it easy
she'll
on me.
succeed, like standing in the way, which will give her advantage on the roll.
Thank you.
Everybody stand in front of me.
What's that?
Can I step around the corner of one of these bookshelves and cast minor illusion to make a knocking sound from the front door to this place?
Yes. What kind of is that like somatic or like what kind of it should have a S for somatic, meaning you have to say it. It should have a
Can you pull the spell book on your side with the player's handbook?
I could, but I mean every spell either has material, somatic, or verbal.
Yeah.
Somatic is the gesture.
Yeah, it is. It's just a verbal component though, kind of.
Okay, well, I
the
mean,
point.
you would probably just need to whisper it, so no probably threat there. But so you make like a knocking sound, like anything in particular, or just a loud bang.
Just like bang bang bang, sort of like somebody knocking hurriedly at the door.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like a...
Yeah. So okay, brilliant. So what did you get on your sleight of hand?
I rolled a 6, but I kind of want to use one of these.
Well, I'm giving you advantage because she is distracting the hell out of
Being
the note. So
Everyone's being distracted.
go and roll again.
Okay. Where is the or no, I can reroll because of the advantage.
Yes.
It's worse. I got a 4.
What did you?
4. I don't have
Well,
anything
no,
else.
I mean, like, so on the 6
Oh.
plus what?
6 plus 4 then.
Well, no, you don't add those together. You just ask what is your sleight of
My
hand?
sleight of hand is 0.
0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a...
So I'm going to roll to see where his attention is and like how perceptive he's being. So I'm giving him a perception check right now. So he scowls and he looks directly at you.
Shit.
And then he slides his desk over towards the door, going out of view. You're pretty confident that he saw you grab it.
Well.
Oh no.
I don't think we'll be able to react
Out of
to pulling that out.
earshot, I'm going to say, so do we want to try plan B?
This dude is
He's
not having all shit.
on it.
I'm not.
He's really suspicious because, I mean...
He's the strongest character in the game.
I have.
You got to face the library gnome.
I mean, the very are pretty tough.
So Callie's on the floor, bent over, gathering these books, right?
I guess. Tell me.
She's gonna fart.
Kelly, that's not gonna help.
So-
He's seen me.
The gnome is like currently sliding the desk over towards the door to check the knocking sound, see if somebody's at the door. But I'm going to roll to see if he heard that.
He's seen me. It doesn't matter if he
Well, no, my goal is I want him to like leave the room.
But this is a huge area. I
He's
mean,
not
all
gonna
you
go
do
there.
is stick out your
It's
friends.
just gonna suck.
I don't know what to do at this point.
It's like a
He
fear
doesn't
fart.
hear it, but Callie rips ass.
Callie ripped ass out exactly.
I asked for the scroll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give Adrian the scroll. Let him take this one. Take point.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the scroll to the dude at the desk.
Do we know what's on it first? Is this what we need?
I mean,
no
it
one's
should
looked like
be.
it's a piece of
We haven't
parchment that's
actually
folded up
looked at
and
it.
bound and
Let's look at it
forward.
before we, because we haven't done anything
All right.
wrong yet. I just saw
I'll take a look at it
something.
first to see if it's what we need.
Yeah.
So
Like, just
you
witness me pick it up.
untie the cord and you open up the, what appears like it ends up being this like huge sheet of vellum, and it is what looks like a blueprint for when the gardens were constructed, like hundreds of years ago. It's very, very old. The writing, while in common, is almost illegible just because language changes so much over time. But it is a clear blueprint that if you had time to study, you can see what structures were like there previously before they built on top of them.
So that's what we're looking for.
So, having seen that, I feel confident that this is what we're looking for. I roll it back up and retie it as best I can.
Well, it's folded, but
Well,
that's
I
fine.
refold it and delicately put it back together as best that I can.
Okay.
And I go to the desk and ask to check it out.
So, I mean, it's about that time that he is coming back around with the desk, muttering to himself about those damn kids. But yeah, so you approach the desk and you're holding something, and did you guys clean up your mess?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we've been working on that.
So,
Does he know our actual names?
Nope.
What happens?
You've not asked him his, and he's not asked yours, so...
Can we give him a fake name? Or several fake names?
Sure.
I mean, he'll know our description, but at least there won't be a record of our actual names down. Checking this out.
Okay. So, first things first. You walk up with the document in hand, and he reaches his arm out with a scowl to take it.
Mm-hmm.
So he grabs it, he unfolds it, and looks at it. And then he folds it back up and lays it on the counter and starts scribbling in some notebook. And he says, "Papers."
Can we try to give him the
I handed him my set of papers from.
What about the paper tether hats?
The what?
Can we try to give him the paper tether hats before we give him like our actual?
We already showed him the Half-Drow card.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Half-Drow card has no information on it. It's like a playing card with their insignia. That's it.
Okay.
So, Adric hands him his city pass, and he scribbles down some information from it and hands it back. And it says 6 weeks. After that, they come for you. And it will be pretty, I promise. Anyways, get out of my library. Go.
Okay.
I say have a good one and start to proceed out the library.
Alright, so you guys step back into the plaza. You notice that, like, as soon as you step through the door, you know, the noise of the plaza hits you again. The library apparently is like, completely soundproof because in there you heard nothing. So you are back in the plaza with the papers. What do you do?
We heard. Does that mean it's soundproof? Like no one can hear anything going on inside the library either?
No, like I mean, once you cross through the glass door.
I know, but I mean, like if we were still in the library, the people outside hear what's going on.
It wasn't soundproof.
No,
we heard Callie fart.
You can't hear from either way. So I mean, he could yell and holler, and it wouldn't bother anybody outside.
Okay.
It's the noisiest librarian you've ever had.
I had like a very evil thought, but that's not very like in character, so I don't really want to do that. I thought we could go in and like kill him and take the book, but I don't want to do that.
Alignment shit.
Tori, yes.
Tori is neutral good. I don't want to do that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, murder is definitely probably not the best way to cover your tracks.
Yeah.
And hopefully, we're not going to turn into a bunch of murder hobos.
I don't want to be a murder hobo. I just like. I really don't like the. Well, maybe we can come back after hours, sneak in, and take a book. And get
Well, the only reason I went ahead.
Have the book. Or you mean his book?
his book, so he doesn't have our information.
Okay. I mean, maybe.
Maybe after the party, we can see about the party.
I mean, my character's lawful good. He would just go ahead and get it over with.
And, you know, that's what a lawful good person would do, is what you did. And plus, I mean, breaking into Parliament after hours.
That's pretty bad.
That's.
Yeah,
You know,
you're
that's
talking
a
like large scale.
legendary heist right there.
You're
I did
talking.
make a friend with the guards.
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to let you in after hours. I, mean,
I don't know.
I mean,
Oh,
well,
no,
maybe
he
you
wouldn't
would,
have to.
but
I
you
would
probably
just
have to.
distract the shit out of him.
But how do you sneak onto an elevator that's guarded by a bunch of guards in the glass box that might not even operate after hours? So
It ain't happening. I'm sketched. I'm sketched out. Because we are, like, doing this for Sheathan, and it's not exactly, like, public knowledge. It's not like everyone... He doesn't want people in Parliament to know what we're doing.
Well, and not to mention, with us asking all these questions now, it's going to be said that we're doing it for Half-Drow. So.
Exactly.
yeah,
Here's.
it's interesting. What's that?
I have a question. Like, which day is it right now?
It's the 2nd of Manfall. It's 10 a.m.
Well, right now it's probably, what, 11?
Probably 11,
Yeah.
It started at 10 a.m. Well,
Alright, what are you doing?
I mean, we got what we needed, so let's go in. I guess I kind of wanted to stick around in there a little bit longer and see if we could find more information. Is it just maps or other records too?
You mean in the library?
In the library.
I mean, it was tens of thousands of volumes on the shelves. I mean,
So definitely.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely other stuff there, but I mean, if you want to go back in, you can.
Really good time to take a break so I can check on
Yeah, we can take a
Okay. Potty break.
We're taking a quick break. We'll be
Think
right
of your
back
next
with
move,
you.
kids. Okay. I gotta figure out what I want to do. So I had to go in there and see if I can find out something about the plague. See how bad the plague
I
is.
kind of have an idea, but it's a matter of somehow getting that door opening again. If I could go in can get him to open the door, I can change that document with Adric's name on it.
Would
I
Adric
mean, the
even
door's
think
open,
right
so.
about?
Well, who says Adric has to know? I mean, I wouldn't tell him.
So, I mean, currently the door's open, but
Well, I thought he locked it when we came
no,
out.
I mean, I don't think I said that he did.
I think we just assumed.
At any rate, I mean, if he's sitting at the desk, it would be pretty much impossible to alter the book with him sitting there. I mean, you would have to be very distracted, and you'd have to, I mean, sort of ripping a page. I mean, you'd have to forge in his handwriting that, you know, the name was wrong or something. I mean,
And if we were to rip out the page, like, he would
I
definitely
wouldn't
figure
be.
it out.
Yeah, I
yeah,
wouldn't
I
rip
mean,
out the
just
page.
basically what you're talking about is the next to impossible task. And I mean, while
We haven't done
You guys-
anything wrong. It's not really worth it.
Well, I know, but I just don't like us leaving a trail. That's my concern.
Yeah, but
Because,
I kind of flubbed that one with the sled handshake.
well,
We kind of lost all opportunity to not leave a trail.
that's the thing, though. Is, I mean, if we knew what was, I mean, you know, we're telling a story, and if we know what's going to happen, then
It's not
that's
as fun.
boring. You know, sometimes in stories, the heroes and heroines,
Usually they don't like.
yeah, or you know, get in trouble or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going to step away for a few. So I'll be back in like 5 or so. Hopefully.
I'm still in here, so don't talk shit, Lianne. I'll hear you.
Whatever.
I'll watch the video later and listen if you talk shit about now.
We'll know. We'll know.
Well, after that performance, I don't know.
I mean, you can talk shit on me, I guess, because I'll at least be here to defend myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of tired though.
Tired?
Yeah, from carrying your ass.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Ooh.
I am pretty heavy with all the armor and the muscle.
Easy,
I'm kind of sad about how we blew that.
You mean how I blew that?
No, well, I feel like that was like a team fail.
I think we all sucked at that, to be honest.
Yeah, we all kind of fucked that up.
None of us were good enough at that to really cinch it. I mean, like, he looked me in the eye. There was no way.
He was like, don't you fucking dare.
He said, listen,
I'm on your shit.
you can try it, but it won't work out.
This ain't his first rodeo.
He's had so many rodeos.
Enough shady characters in his life to know what's up.
and that's what we are, really.
We are
It's
shady.
pretty clear at this point that we're not really up to any good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're not specifically up to bad, but we're definitely not up to good. Like, Adric's probably rolling at all times. He's lawful good, and we're all just like, I'm just gonna do what I do.
But what if crimes?
Yeah, but what if we could crime? And I mean, I guess I was about to go all chaotic evil and just kill his ass.
Oh god.
Which I'm not even a chaotic character. My character's just neutral good. She was about to go commit a murder so a name wouldn't be left behind.
Oh, how quickly this guy's turn.
I know. Like,
Oh my.
writing notes because I'm trying to remember the names of characters. Like, I finally remembered She-Fang's name, so I'm trying to, like, write down every character that we meet. Well, I guess... But I wasn't making shit up. Heather does have that forgery kit, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I was thinking maybe we could forge it and bring it back and be like, oh, we didn't act, this was the wrong thing.
That's what I wanted to do too, so that like we could actually make notes on the map or stuff like that.
I think that's what we should do. We should try to take it home, and then, or just somewhere where we can forge in peace, and then bring it back and be like, oops, like, this wasn't what we were looking for. we all can't read, and I think that the guy would probably accept that answer because we can't sneak for shit. Too dumb to be shady. I don't know why I thought that I should be the one to pick it up when I have, like, my intelligence is, like, -1.
That's probably why you thought that.
Yeah, I thought
We're off to a pretty rough start, honestly.
yeah. I don't know, we go in, like, it comes in waves where we're doing, like, really, really good, and we're, like, riding that high, and then it's just like, oops, we suck at everything. Which I guess is, like, good, because it keeps it interesting, but it sucks when we suck.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so not awake.
I'm tired. I stayed up late last night playing video games, because I'm stupid.
Oh yeah. Well, it's also like Halloween weekend, so we did costumes and stuff.
Ooh, what are y'all gonna do?
I was Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I don't really participate in like Halloween costumes. I enjoy everything about Halloween except dressing up.
Anyways, you guys had just come out of the library. You were thinking about going back in. I don't know if you.
So, while we were waiting, we came to where we thought of an idea to maybe like go somewhere where we could forge this map and then come bring it back and tell the guy that we had made a mistake, this wasn't what we were actually looking for, just so no one could tie us to the place that we were actually going. And I guess I wanted to like put it to the group and see if it's something we feel like is worth the effort, or if we should just go with it and have people know where we are or where we plan to be. So
I think it's worth it just to give it back, because I don't want any trails leading back to us. So.
I mean, there'll still be a trail that says we checked it out, but maybe if we tell them a story that like we're just dumb and we thought this was what we were looking for, but it's not. Maybe we'll be able to convince him that we're not actually intending to go here.
Maybe, but remember that, people's, like, perception of you, once it, like, shifts to like or dislike pretty hard, it's really hard to change that. It's not like you say something nice and suddenly he's all smiles. Like, he clearly does not trust you all and does not like you all, and changing that would,
That's true.
It would be a challenge.
Adric's
Not impossible, but challenging.
Adric's opinion is we've got the map, let's just do what we came to do.
Honestly, he's probably right, especially because there's really no way that we're going to keep this guy from being suspicious of us, so...
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not really worth it at this point.
We've already kind of goofed it up. I mean, now that they know we've been there, know what we've accessed, the problem is that House Crow and any of the other senators, they're going to know how we're planning on getting into the underground. Like, if somebody wants to fuck with us, they have every opportunity now.
That's true.
We're just going to have to be ready for it.
That's true. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it now. Like, they already know, and this gnome is not a fan, so he's not really going to do us any favors or cover for us at all.
Nope.
And there's really no way we can convince him to, so...
Well, how about this? Just an idea, and we don't really have to go too far into it if we don't want to. Do we want to lead them on a false trail?
You're saying, like...
We have the records for the Sky Gardens, but there's other ways to go into the Undercity. So if they think we're going in through the Sky Gardens, they could ambush us. So if we go in another way...
all possible options?
Yeah, instead of, getting a record...
What if we get the records for each entrance, and then we can pick which one we want to get into? I mean, the Sky Gardens is the easiest one, so we could probably go through the floodgates. He said as long as it wasn't raining, we could go through that way.
Just to throw it out there too, I mean, you guys are acting as if House Crow is your enemy at this point. Do y'all really know that? I mean,
No.
We don't.
there's
We're
10
paranoid
senators
fuckers.
with, their own houses, their own ideals, their own, objectives, and a lot of them are more willing to work with you against their enemies rather than just try and kill you outright.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, if you become a problem, that will be their objective. And you've already pissed off one of the houses. You don't know who,
Oh, that's fine.
but you guys got attacked by somebody.
That's true.
So, I mean, your pieces in this game, you just don't know
Which
which side you're on yet.
the only two houses we've met have been House Crow and then Senator. How do you say his name? Sheekan.
But that doesn't mean that they're the only ones that know about us.
His house, just like, I guess you'll never really asked or learned, but his is House Necablast, which is his old family name. If you want to spell that, it's Nekiblast.
Neki.
Nekiblast. So while currently all you know that's in the house is him, his daughter, and his assistant Donovan, there could be others that he's not revealed, but he's not mentioned them, nor have y'all asked.
Yeah.
So,
I gotcha.
trust me, there's a lot of players behind the scenes here.
I'd still say it's worth at least getting the records to the other entrances, and we can decide later which one we want to go through, because we don't know who's watching us, and we don't even know what side we're going to be on
Yeah.
by
But
the time
then-
we get to the other city.
But on the
Something
same
else to
token,
think
if they wanted to attack us, they could just send people to scout and follow us.
That's true.
So by the time we pick an entrance, they probably will already know which one we pick
Well,
if
let's
they're
just-
after us. But we're assuming people are after us.
Yeah, we are.
We know people are after us. and
Well,
try to
yeah,
kill
but
us. We
I'm
don't know
pretty
who.
sure they're. No matter what, it's going to come to some kind of confrontation sooner or later. So.
That's the thing, is that if you make allies, you by default make enemies. There's a tremendous web of players that you've not yet met on the field, and they are all pushing against each other. So it's impossible
Make
to
everybody
befriend
happy.
everybody and
Yeah.
not make enemies in the process. The question is, who? Who do you trust? Who do you not?
I don't trust anybody right
Me,
now.
myself, and I.
To be honest.
Myself and I.
Well, I mean, if you prove yourself to a certain house, I mean, they are probably going to treat you good.
Yeah.
Probably is the key word.
Hopefully.
We can try to smooth things over with House Crow, but I feel like it's going to cost us terribly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to go to the party either way, so.
You don't
know.
No, I mean, there is no have-tos in this game.
I know, but I feel like
You were
it'd be.
invited.
I feel like it'd be.
It's
It
only
would
gonna
be a
be
good
them.
idea
Yeah.
not to go.
If we don't show up, they're only going to become more suspicious than they already are.
But
I feel like.
if she can ask us anything about it, we could just say that we were following leads and spying on people.
Yeah, but then she's going to wonder why.
Well, I mean, she must know that people are going to be interested in what we're doing, because he's given us basically the key to the city and said, go and find out these things and then come and do something for me. So people have to know by now that we're doing something for him.
I mean, to assume that there's not a large network of spies around the city would be foolish. These houses are ultra wealthy and they're very committed to protecting their own interests. If they didn't, that would be stupid, because their enemies are. So bet your ass you're being watched. So, I know you guys can sit here and talk about what you're going to do, but sometimes it's better just to do it,
Yeah.
because there's no right answers here. That's the thing. You guys don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. For the record, I never do. This is all improv. Always improv.
Okay. Well, I say let's just continue on with how we're on.
Yeah. I don't... Honestly, I don't think there's a real point to try and hide where we intend to go. Because by now we know people are watching us, so, they're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, is there anything on anybody else's to-do list that we need to get done?
Let's pick up our fancy clothes.
I don't think they're ready yet.
Yeah.
They were ready, now around noon, and by the time you got back there, it'd be closed.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll head back and pick up our clothes.
Say goodbye to Bartholomew.
Yeah. Give Bart a little
Yeah,
nudge
you
on the
can if
way
you
out.
Bye.
So you guys head through the plaza towards the exit then?
Yeah.
Everybody give me a perception check, please.
That's
And-
never
and-
good.
I just realized that you have, the chance to cheat like a bitch, Lianne. So I hope that you wouldn't do that. But,
Oh, rolling here?
well, I mean, yeah,
Out of sight?
you can
I
basically
wouldn't,
tell us.
honestly, yeah, I wouldn't imagine doing that. I would never.
I figured, it just kind of popped in my head. It's like, man, it's just, I don't know,
Well,
If I roll a nat 1 over here, I'm gonna laugh and tell you.
yeah, no, I don't even know why I said it. It's just kind of a random thing that popped in my head.
funny you mentioned that, because guess who rolled a nat 1?
Oh.
Ooh, 2 with her modifier!
I got 18.
So,
16.
18, 16, what was that, Lianne?
12.
12? Okay. So, as Tori's walking through the lobby, she admires her shoes and how shiny and polished they are. And is a little upset, though, because there's a scuff on them that wasn't there before.
Is this from when they broke my ankle?
Probably.
You, I can't say you, Callie and Adric, as you guys are walking through the lobby, you see a figure in a rich black robe that has a hood on. And they walk by pretty close, and as they walk by, you realize that you recognize that person.
Who is it?
Callie recognizes? Or Adric or both?
Both of them.
Okay.
Did that pop up? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got the legal
Kind of,
edge.
but not much. How did you want to say?
There we go.
Donovan!
It's our boy Donovan!
So as he whooshes by, he winks at the two of you, and then he quietly slips into the library.
Oh, what the fuck?
So you just keep
Oh,
walking.
Donnie, what?
I mean,
I
don't
see
know anything.
We didn't see anything, so...
So
Would y'all
Callie
tell
and
us, or...?
Adric, that's up to you guys if you do anything. See anything,
Yeah,
say anything.
I'm not gonna say it loud, I'm just gonna say to... Who's standing next to me? Is it Adric?
I mean, you're all.
Oh, okay.
running.
Well, I'm
Yes.
going to say a friend of ours just went in the library.
Okay, but can you be a little less vague? Because obviously my perception isn't too good.
You just stare at your shoes.
Well, you've spoken to me, so...
It's true.
I'll be like, it's your man.
Well, he's obviously not my name because I failed by 1 point, so maybe you should tell Heather.
Oh my god. The jealousy is real.
Oh dear. So, do you guys keep walking or what?
Is there,
I want to know why Donovan's here.
yeah, I say,
You said
So-
the office is glass, right? Can we see him in the library?
If you double back to look, yes, but you're. Well, I guess you could probably see from where you're at, whether you're a quarter way through the plaza. You could try, but well, I guess you were just told Donovan went by. So, for the two of you, he was wearing all black. He had a hood over his face, and he winked at both of you as he passed.
Yeah.
You probably think that that's significant. If he was going to just stop and chat, he would have stopped to chat.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want us to follow him. I'm thinking.
So.
I'm gonna go, because the only way out is down through the lift, right?
That you know of, yes.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, that's not saying that there is, but I mean, I'm just saying you simply would not know.
Okay, well, I say I'm gonna go down on the lift and wait for him outside, because talking to someone in here is going to be hard and probably dangerous.
Okay.
I have a second. Is there a way that we could like sneak peek and see if we could see him doing anything in the library before we go out? Or
Well, if the whole group stops to like observe.
Well, I mean, like, specifically me. I know he's in there now. Like, just check over my shoulder. I don't know.
Sometimes it's best to think about whose strengths would come into play. You know, you walking around in clean armor are probably not the best for more delicate matters like staring when they go, I'm not saying you can't. I'm trying to get y'all into like, you know, little things. I mean, in a political type game like this, little things matter. And that's not to make y'all paranoid and like wonder about every decision you make, but you do have to think that sometimes some people are better doing certain things than others.
Yeah.
So,
What is the closest thing to the closest desk to the library? Is there like a desk right next to it?
there's an information desk pretty close to the entrance, but other than that, no. The rest of the area is filled with people and these circular benches that in the middle are these like beautiful little gardens with like these thick, huge trees growing up. Couple hundred feet in the air, and there's a glass atrium up top. So
I'm guessing, am I correct in assuming that in a place like this there would be information packets for people just to grab up, take, and look at?
If it was a public place, probably, but I mean, it's not meant for the general public to be here. People that are here have some kind of power, influence, job. Like, this is the government building, this is where shit goes down. So the people that come here, they come here for a reason, not to sightsee. So, yeah, there's nothing like that. I mean, surely there's a map of the place, but that'll probably be in the library.
that just kind of makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Just go outside and you can flirt with your guard and we can see if Donovan comes out.
Okay. That works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So y'all push through the crowd. It's kind of the two of you that saw Donovan probably find it strange that he, like, you know, he just slipped through the crowd and something. His clothes, you know, pure black cowl would normally draw a lot of attention, yet he slid by you guys like a specter. So that's probably on your mind as you cross through the crowd, and then you board onto one of the elevators. There's a couple that come on with you. A couple of guys that are talking about dates that they have later that evening. One of them looks over at Tori and kind of gives a weird, like, smile. looking at your face longer than you're used to people actually looking at your face because,
I got a spooky face.
I mean, you're definitely different. Then the elevator hits the bottom and the two guys walk off. And
No, I want to know what's up with them.
I mean, sometimes there's people. Sometimes,
Maybe they thought you were hot and they were checking out.
I don't know if it's spooky to be hot.
I mean,
Everybody
everybody has
has
an
their
answer that kind of thing.
I mean, everyone. I mean, I assume that your character doesn't look like they fell out of an ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down. But I mean, you know,
Boing, bong, bing, bong, bong.
I mean, you know, everybody has a type, and
Some
it's
people's
different.
type is
So,
just a straight up demon.
I mean, some people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, this is a world where those things happen. So, some people like.
Some people like the D.
I mean, according to your portrait, I mean, you're not ugly at all. So, I mean, shit, I would get it. Just saying. I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers.
That's the thing about having a skin. No one can tell when it's delicious.
Yeah, right. So, you guys are standing in the elevator. What do you want to do?
Are we on the? We're on the bottom floor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the elevators
I mean, they left.
just go straight up and down. If they go higher, you're not aware of how. There's no buttons, there's no anything like that. So, I mean, if they go up higher, which you could look at the bottom and see if it looks like they go higher, but you don't know how to make it go higher or lower. Could go down. But if it does,
How big is the elevator itself?
10-foot cube?
Okay, so there's plenty enough room for me as we're going down to sit there and start busting a move.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah,
guys are already on the
We're on
bottom.
the
You're just
bottom.
kind of standing in the elevator awkwardly as people are moving around.
I ain't standing nothing. I'm busting a move.
I say we should get out of the elevator so other people can get on.
My elevator.
I mean, I think just randomly dancing with your character really just starts randomly dancing. Sounds kind of weird, but I mean,
Agent's day drinking is holy.
Yeah. He's
yeah,
probably
well,
a
you
little
know,
drunk.
a sober dwarf is a frightening thing. So.
How about we go wait by the fountain and see if Sean then comes back?
Alright, I'm gonna wait by the fountain and bust a move.
As we get out of the elevator, I'm going to wait in the meeting at the bar.
Okay. So it takes a minute to kind of find him in the crowd, but
Okay.
you manage to catch his eye, and he just lights up this goofy fucking grin and kind of waves. You all then move to the center towards the art installation you saw earlier, and apparently Adric starts dancing. Give me a performance check, please.
Oh, Lord.
13.
So some like kids like come and laugh at you, and they're like dressed like, you know, they're pretty posh looking, and you hear one say, "Look at that idiot," and another one says, "Oh, come on, give him a break, he's trying," and he tosses you a platinum piece worth 10 gold.
Oh,
I mean, if we're gonna get gold thrown at us, I'm gonna start dancing.
I mean, they think he's begging.
Can I do a thaumaturgy to make some like flashing lights? Or basic lights?
You can. I mean, I'm not gonna let you. I mean, there is no.
The odd dance
can't.
that I was doing was the traditional. Oh, what do you call it?
Go
It's
ahead and roll a performance check since you're trying to entertain.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. Or I was an arcana would work too.
what do you call it? It's a German.
Yeah.
The ones that the people with the lederhosen do.
13.
Yeah.
So I mean, you put on a little spectacle. Most people really don't give a shit.
we tried, Adrian.
Other than the kids laughing at you. People earlier, just, you know, kind of like whatever.
As long as somebody's enjoying themselves.
I do the routine perfect. It's just that it's not their cup of tea. It's like, whoa, German line dancing.
The dice
No.
said otherwise. So
Yeah.
just saying. Alright, so, your little dance routine takes about 10 minutes.
I'm a little German boy.
What do you guys do after that?
Has someone been watching to see if Donna is
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm keeping an eye.
Everybody give me, first of all, performance checks, and then tell me how long, before you roll, tell me how long you're going to wait for him.
Okay.
How long do you want to wait for him?
I say a few minutes. I mean, I can't imagine what he's doing is going to take long.
15 minutes or less?
Yeah.
Is that what we want to go with, 15 minutes?
I danced for like 5 minutes and then.
Yeah.
So we roll a performance and then...
Well, I mean,
perception?
you've already rolled performance.
Oh, they rolled.
Okay.
I don't need to roll anything.
The only person that was trying to entertain or do whatever was Adric, so...
Oh, so we don't have to roll a performance?
Did I?
Yeah, you said everybody roll a performance.
Did you mean perception?
I meant perception.
Okay.
Apologies, because... Yeah, I guess I had that. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be dancing now.
You guys are gonna call like the next Spice Girls, go for it, but... Sorry.
I got a 13.
I got a 3 for perception, so I'm still looking at my shoes and wondering where that stuff came from.
I got a 12.
Yeah, we didn't see shit.
So, 15 minutes passes, you don't see anything unusual.
Okay. Well, let's
go pick up our clothes.
Go pick up our clothes.
Okay.
I'm
So-
wondering what he was doing up there.
I'm sure we'll run into that again, though. Especially if he's doing something like that.
Just curious, what is that?
I don't know, if he's like somehow able to slip through a crowd and like drop a wink and go into a place we were just at, I'm sure we'll see him again.
I'm kind of wondering if he's like covering our tracks for us.
All you know is that he's Sheegan's right hand man.
Yeah, I mean,
Obviously,
kinda.
man talents.
It makes sense that because I mean he went in there right after we were done with it, so I'm wondering if he's like making sure nobody follows our trail, so to speak.
Be cool if he was.
Yeah, Drunken.
I don't know. So, 15 minutes pass, nothing really happens. You guys said you start heading back. So, I'm going to pull up the map here. Does that mean you're just going to head kind of the way that you came, just through the rose quarter?
Not through the
Or-
alley.
Well, I mean, the quarters are pretty damn large, but, currently you're here in Parliament Square. I don't know if things there. The shop for the dresses was in the Rose District, so, I mean, that would be the quickest way to head south. But you guys tell me where we go.
I say we just come back through the rose quarter.
Yeah.
I don't see, I mean, as long as we don't go directly through the alley and say, hey, you remember these guys we got there? I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, which I mean, they're probably still cleaning up that mess.
Yeah, maybe skirt the alley. But
Skirt?
go straight.
Well, I mean, just for perspective, the each 2 blocks is 6 square miles. So I mean, the city's fucking huge. I mean, there's plenty of ways to go around except through that particular alley. So yeah, as you guys start heading away from the Parliament, it's impossible not to see there's a regiment of important-looking guards that start pushing their way through the crowd, and they are entering into the Parliament.
Oh. Are they city guards or?
It looked like, I mean, there is one of them that was decked out, a dragonborn that was wearing what appeared to be gold-plated scale mail, and he was leading, city guards up into the Parliament.
I want to follow them, but
Real?
I think I know what happened, but I want to make sure. And I want to sneak onto the elevator familiar with them?
I mean, first of all, they're like pretty far away. Like they made a huge commotion, pushing through the crowd, and you know, they're glass elevators. There's just no way to get on one and not be seen. I mean, that's impossible.
It's just a ball them. Like, there's no way we get away with it.
I mean, the
We can't
elevators
just
are like,
push ourselves into every like
yeah.
big scene that happens.
Unfortunately, I mean, do you really?
No.
I mean, think about like the consequences of that. Like, if what you suspect is true, do you really want to be like around for that?
I think until like we don't see him.
And, you know, remember, this is a game about like, consequence. You know, your actions have real impacts. You know, if you guys do something that breaks the law, you know, you will get arrested. I mean, just for the record, I'm not going to not do that because, you know, I mean, just that's Dark Fantasy. Shit happens. So, after seeing that, do you guys continue down to the Rose Quarter or what?
Yeah, I believe
I say do.
Okay. Do y'all talk about what you just witnessed at all while you're like traveling, or?
I'm not gonna say anything here.
Well, I mean,
it's
no
not
one's
that
really
bad.
listening in. I mean, you know, when you're walking down the street with people everywhere, do you really give a fuck what other people are talking about?
Callie.
Okay. So, I mean, staying quiet is perfectly fine.
Well, Callie's big,
Well,
but
she's not going to, like, she's obviously going to talk to them, but she's not going to talk about that.
Okay.
She's just going to keep that to herself.
Alright. So, what does Tori say as you guys are heading to the shop?
I would just be like, I'd wonder what that's all about. Like, for real.
Could be many things. Could be somebody summoned them to
I'm
guard
sure
them or
we'll
something.
hear through the gossip.
I mean, probably. That seems pretty good idea. We'll figure it out. I just want to get my pretty clothes.
So you guys enter into the Rose Quarter.
Woo! Here we go.
So, you know, I imagine you're probably steering somewhat clear of the alley from before.
Yes, please.
Bad memories there.
So you head through, just kind of following your map, just kind of plotting a different course. The houses here are just absolutely incredible. The city's just like a Escher-esque labyrinth of stairways and paths, ups and downs. There's paths that lead down to bars and inns, and the paths that go up seem to go into these like ultra luxurious manors. On your way down, you end up passing this giant Victorian manor that has a beautifully curated lawn out front, and there is the flag of House Crow flying in the courtyard. So you assume that that's probably where you'll be heading later on. And after a bit, you get back to the Rose District. And you guys, just head straight to the shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing it's around 12 or after 12?
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
How much time do you have?
it's about 12:15 at this point.
When's the party supposed to be? Like,
6 o'clock is when it starts.
I was wondering if we could.
Or wait, 8, 6. I think it was 8, but I don't remember 100%. Whichever one works better for you guys is actually perfectly fine.
I kind of want it to be 8 because I'd like a chance to like go back to the inn and like have like a long rest or something because we still from last battle like
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Get your clothes and head back to the inn. Yeah, you can do that, absolutely. So you guys head into Ashran's shop, the fanciest cat, and the place is hopping. There is just noble men, women all pushing around, getting sized and shaped, and there's attendants running around, stripping clothes off of people and putting clothes on people. You can see a few people just standing there in undergarments, not really giving a shit as people go about them. And Ashran herself is speaking what looks like into her hand. You can see a ring on her finger that looks interesting. And she is talking into it. And she says, No, that's just not. Listen, I am busy as fuck and you are too late. It's not going to happen. Just leave me alone. Try again another day. And she flicks her hand. Oh, you guys, come here. And she opens up one of the mini closets in the room and starts pulling out outfits. And as she walks up to you, she says, "Strip."
is stripped.
You only have to tell Callie once.
Alright, so she starts putting the outfit on you, not really saying anything to you in the process, but after about 5 minutes of all the clasps and buttons and hooks and all that stuff, and getting your tits into the bustier, getting the cincher around your waist, she steps back and she says, "Perfect. Next."
I guess I'll still help and strip.
So the same process, and she, for you, she actually walks you over to a mirror, and you've never worn something so fancy in your life. It is just it does things to your body that no clothes you've ever worn have done.
Oh.
Then she, I guess, summons Adric, and within a few minutes you find yourself in a Victorian-esque long petticoat with a black top hat. There's cuffs that have platinum threads running through them so that they shimmer kind of incandescently. And then she moves on to tether and repeats the process. And you all look absolutely dashing. Once she's done, she says, "Do you wish to wear them out, or do you want to change back? There's changing rooms back there if you want."
I don't want anything to happen to him. I'd change back into my normal clothes.
Yeah.
I changed back as well.
So as you guys, I guess, start disrobing and changing back into everything else, she says, "I imagine you guys are satisfied."
Oh yeah.
Very
Super happy.
I tell her the work is exquisite. Thank you.
Yes, well, even I can do something with the likes of you.
I'm gonna thank her for everything she's done. And tell her it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Aww.
Yeah, well, thanks. I get that a lot. So.
Yeah,
Anyways, run along. I got stuff to do. Do come here.
We will. Thank you.
So she flashes a smile, which looks fake as hell, but it really in that moment she becomes quite beautiful and ethereal. But then the frown returns, and she returns to her severe normal self and starts barking orders at her attendants. So you guys push out through the kind of chaos going on in the room. Your new clothes in bags in hand. What do you do?
I want to go back to the inn and rest.
Yeah.
As do I.
It really feels like we need to get in touch with Shikhan, is his name?
Shikhan, yeah.
Do
And
we have a way to
tell him
contact
what's
him?
going on.
Well, I guess we have like couriers.
Yeah, he said just to notify one of the many couriers in the city, and he will
Can we
get back to you.
send him a message before we get to the end? Like,
Yeah,
asking him to meet us there?
Yeah.
The city's covered in couriers, and I guess we'll say that they are wearing, they all have these red tri-corner hats with white feathers coming out of them, so you can easily identify them. So, yeah, there's what looks like a young halfling, probably about 15 years old, wearing one of the hats. He's kind of just shuffling around looking for customers.
No.
So you want to deliver a message?
I'll flag him down and ask him to deliver a message to Shikhan, asking him to meet us at his inn, at his convenience.
So he writes down the note and says, "Ma'am," and bows, and then scurries off.
Yay! Also, the ends well.
Alright, so
Yay!
start heading back. Alright, somebody roll me a d6, please, as you guys head, or wait, how are you heading back? Are you, like, walking on foot? Are you taking the trolley? Are you, getting a, what did we call them? Fuber.
I'm getting foobarred.
You're getting foobarred? Alright. Very well. So, let's see. You're going to have to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 gold for the trip. So,
For each person?
yes.
Is everybody good with that?
It's definitely a safer way to travel than walking.
We've had enough. We've had enough for one day of dangerous
Yeah.
walking.
And you had to go through the Warrens, which is definitely not a safe place, so I basically roll for random encounters, except I let you guys do it. But normally, when you're traveling,
And you said roll a d6?
well, no, I mean if you're most of the time you're much safer taking public transportation than walking. So you find yourself back in the South Markets and the South Gate rather, and that is where the Gnome's Great Breath Inn is. And by the time you get back, let's see, it's pushing about 1 o'clock. You guys surmise that you should have enough time to catch a nap and then wake up and be ready for the party, if that's what you all want to do.
Yes, I want to do that. And that resets like spell slots and everything, right?
A full rest, everything. You're just
Okay.
full health. I mean, it's not how everybody does it, but it's kind of tedious, you know. Oh, I get to, regain 2 hit dice and blah blah. I mean, just whatever.
We're back to normal.
You're-
And I can re-prepare, right? Like I can.
Yeah,
prepare
you can
spells.
reset your spells. So I mean, if you're going to do that, remember tonight you might want a different set of spells than what you normally carry around. Although I know that Tether usually has more control type things rather than big pews.
And I get one of these spells as one.
I think you get 2, or no, you can
2.
choose.
No, I can. I know I can have like 3 prepared,
Yes.
but one of them comes from this list when I roll the d6, right? Because I roll the d6 for the rest.
Yeah, whenever you but that doesn't count towards your list. Like it's an extra.
Oh.
So you can pick
Extra.
3 spells, and then you roll, and you get those 3 spells that on that list. Except you can only cast first level, so you only get the first one.
I want to, when we arrive at the inn, I want to go up to the front desk and I want to ask them about companions coming to my room.
Okay.
If they have that. If not, that's totally okay. I know some inns may offer it depending on what you're willing to pay and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so as you guys head in to the inn, you ask about that, and it's the another elderly gnome, or wasn't gnome? Halfling? Shit.
Yeah, it was a gnome, I think.
Yeah, like the, middle-aged elder gnome. He maintains his composure completely when you ask, but he says kind of in a low voice, "We're actually not that kind of establishment, but I can certainly put word out if you like for some highbrow entertainment."
Yes, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Right, so it's probably going to cost you about 20 gold.
That's totally okay.
Very good. So I'll just take that, and you can just retire to your room, and I imagine that you will be pleased with what's provided, since you can't quite shop around.
I trust you.
Very good.
Thank
You get the idea that tipping him for something like that might be appropriate.
Yeah, I was actually going to do that. I'm going to give him 30 gold.
Wow, 50% tip. So you hand him 30 gold, he smiles and dumps it in his pocket, and he says, "You will be most pleased."
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Oh, and as you're walking off, he says, "Are you of any particular persuasion?" I guess I should have asked.
No.
Oh, most excellent. Do have a good rest.
Thank you.
So the rest of you go up and retire to your rooms. I'm guessing, maybe?
Yes.
Which room are you sleeping in?
I'm
Oh.
gonna sleep in Tori room number 1.
Tori room number 1. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
before I go to rest, can I scrawl a quick note for Jonathan if he comes by the front of the inn?
Well, I mean, yes, you can do that. So you do that at counter?
Yeah, I would just leave that with the hotel register.
Okay. Yep. All right. So you do that, and then you guys go up to your rooms.
Yes.
So as you go up to the penthouse on the top floor, you open the door, and Donovan is sitting in one of the chairs with a sifter of wine in one hand, kind of twirling it around. And as you walk in, he says, "I heard you were looking for me."
Fast.
You have good hearing.
Oh my God.
Yes, I am a very good listener.
We love him with good ears.
Oh, good listener. So hard to find.
So he stands up and he does a sweeping bow to all of you. And he says, "How can I be of service this evening?"
I noticed you like to visit the library as much as we do.
Yes, of course. I mean, the record halls. How could you resist?
And I also noticed there was quite a commotion and guards were going there after we left. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
So cryptic. You know that you can speak freely in this place.
I know, I'm being coy.
He still says that. He then says, "I don't really care much for speaking in riddles. I like to speak freely, given the opportunity."
Fair enough.
See, I knew it was right for Tori. Tori's dumb plain. She's a say shit.
Well,
Did you have anything to do with all those guards, Tiger?
Are you here?
Well, you wanted to speak to me, was that not correct?
We did, but
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
not to be here when we got here.
He smiles kind of roguishly. "I understand, that's what I do. I mean, people need me. I'm here. It's my job. It's in the description. And as working for Master Sheekin, understand that I, too, work for you all. It's my job to protect this house, and that's exactly what I've been doing. Am I related to the guards? Perhaps. Maybe they found the body of a certain librarian.
Oh my god, what?
You need to understand what's at stake here. And he stands up, and that roguish smile he was wearing turns into a very severe look. It's like, the master, everything is at stake here, and he has placed far more of his interest into your unknowing hands than, trust me, I approve of. But it's not my job to approve of what the master does. It's my job to get things done. And on that note, if people implicate you for doing something, then that leads back to us. So I'm cleaner. So if you guys don't want people to die, then you need to not fuck up. Are we clear?
Krystal.
Right. Well, was there anything else that you needed me for?
That's about it.
No, we are, please tell Master Shikin that we are doing our very best to do this task for him, and we will do our very best to be more vigilant in the future without having you to come and clean up our mess.
Yes, I mean, I appreciate that, and understand that we're not bad people. We don't just kill indiscriminately. You have to understand what's at stake here. Master Shikin's going to bring some kind of order back to this town. And if a few people have to die in that process, then so be it. But I would rather that body count be less rather than more.
That's,
Well, then your careless milksop of a boss could have filled us in on at least something before sending us out there.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Ooh.
Give me an intimidation roll on that, please.
I absolutely will.
Or, I mean... Yeah, intimidation. I don't think you can really frame that as anything else.
Yeah, that's not really persuasion.
I mean, that's...
Adric starts drinking some of his holy water.
yeah,
He's like,
Callie holds out her hand.
he's like, this is going to be good.
Tori goes into Tori room number 1. And then she comes right back out, because, like...
I'm standing back so I can watch the fireworks as they get launched. And under his breath.
So that gave me a 17.
17?
Yeah.
Dominic is
Okay.
not impressed, and he doesn't like his much.
I mean, 17's not
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
17 is pretty damn good, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
I just feel like
15 is considered a hard check. I mean, most people would struggle to do that. So, you gotta remember, as heroes, you're above average in most everything.
I just feel like because we failed so often. I think it has to be like a 20 for us to get it.
I mean, it's one of those things that how well you do affects how much you succeed, but I mean, I would definitely call 17 probably a success. So, he listens to what you say, and he nods his head gracefully in agreement after you say what you say, and says, yes, well, don't think that we're trying to send you out blind. The Master sees some type of potential in you all, and we expect that you would be provided any answers for any questions that you have. And you can tell you've gotten a little off, like, he's not used to people, like, fighting back.
Sure.
He's a little awkward, but he definitely seemed more agreeable afterward. So then he says, was there something in particular that you all needed to know? Because we do have access to information. We don't have records laying around per se, but I do deal in information quite a bit.
Donovan, I've had my intelligence insulted enough times today. Thank you.
Well, Tori doesn't have intelligence to insult, and she has some questions, so...
Donovan, he's like, please, I really mean no insult. I am trying to be helpful. I mean, you all are my masters so long as you follow my masters. So, please, I work for you, not the other way around.
Well, then, if you'll avoid creating more work for us, we'll do the same for you.
How?
If you find that there's anything that you think is even remotely pertinent to what we're trying to accomplish here, then I expect you to furnish it to us at your earliest convenience from here out.
Ooh, who should?
Yes, absolutely. He looks very, very unhappy, but he is obviously biting his tongue. He's not used to being talked down to. And
well then, if that's all, I expect to see you at House Crow at 6 o'clock, and you'll wear something a little bit nicer.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, well, okay. Tori has questions. I'm sure other people do too.
So, I mean, yeah, let's let Tori ask what she's going to ask, and then you can wrap it up like that, but I will want another intimidate check, because that's just downright rude.
That was me. I mean, damn, you already said...
Like, posh as fuck.
You already said he was a little bit...
That was also...
He's probably wearing an outfit worth more than all four of you combined. Or,
that was also badass.
Well, I'm in the mood.
So, what does Tori ask in that moment before he gets told off?
If it's true that you're not trying to hide anything from us, can you give us a little bit more of an idea of what exactly Shiken's trying to do?
Yes, well, so imagine 10 houses all competing against one another. There is no working together. You know, the idea of the Parliament as being like a body that's for the people, completely ridiculous. Back when the Necroblast household held Parliament many, many years ago, before they were ousted in this game of chess, they worked for the people. They tried to enrich people that worked for them for the better, and all people in the city. But others didn't like that. So they plotted and they schemed, and then they ousted House Necroblast from the city. That was my master's grandparents. So we're back. They don't like it. And so they're working against us. They would not have us return to do good for this city. But we're here anyways. And we're counting on what you guys might find to do that.
Not to call you a liar or anything, but you've proven that you'll do anything for your master, so how do I know that you're telling the truth about how good House Necroblast is?
Many things here. First, everybody, if you're interested, can roll an insight check to tell whether you believe him.
Yeah.
Second of all, give me a persuasion check for what you just said.
Shit. Okay. Don't fail me now.
On my insight, I got a 15.
15?
Okay, I'm gonna use one of these and reroll that because I got 2.
Yeah, of course.
And then I hit.
I got a 3 on insight.
I got a 13.
I got a 13.
Okay. So, I mean, he's already pliable, so it was not, 13's not terrible. As far as insight's concerned, he seems completely sincere to all of you. You can tell that what he's saying, if he's lying, well, he's not lying. He believes what he's saying. Whether that's true or not could be different, but he believes what he's saying. And I'm sorry, what was it that you said to him? How could they, to trust him?
Yeah, I guess I was asking for proof. Like, how do we know that this house was so good if it was, I mean, it would have been taken down for a reason, I assume. I can't imagine people not wanting good for their city.
He reaches into his back pocket and he is holding a beautiful ornate dagger that is, right now, it's clean, shining. It's made out of some very rare metal that you've never seen before. And he grabs it by its tip and holds it out to you and he says, "Here's the murder weapon that I used to kill the record keeper. You can have it. No one's going to link it back to you, but you could always say that you found it in my possession."
Okay, I'm gonna take that because
Yeah.
it seems like
Yeah,
pretty good.
That's a special dagger, and I assure you that the wounds will match that dagger. That's how you can trust me. I am employed by all of you.
Okay.
We trust you to do these things. We trust you to do the right thing. And when we rise to a better place, a better position, one where we can keep this city the way it should be for the people, I want you to be there with us.
I believe that I'm not saying you're lying, but we are probably going to hear that quite a bit, especially from the other houses. People who are going to want to elevate themselves for whatever reason that may be are going to be great and have the greatest intentions. So with that being said, tonight we are going to the House Crow party. Is there any information that you can give us to help us further our cause for Master Sheekin on House Crow?
Yes, I know of your plans for the night, and I welcome you to talk to them. I even welcome you to shop around if that's what you see fit to do with the various houses. You'll find they are all dirty as fuck. We're the only ones here without anything dark on our slate until today. Our body counts at one. As far as House Crow, their body count goes into the thousands. Just like any of the other houses.
I want an insight check to see if he's telling the truth about that one body. Because in my mind, to be elevated to a senator, you have to get your hands dirty. So I don't believe that for a second that they haven't killed before.
Okay.
We've been here 5 minutes and killed 6 people.
Yeah. We rolled up chilling.
Murder.
I'm pretty sure I was near the same thing as I got 5. But
So he says, I can't tell you that I've never murdered before. Why? Because I used to be a different person. Master Sheekin saved me. I used to be the leader of the Thieves Guild over in Palmchest. I've killed many people. I've done horrible things. Today, I'm here because Master Sheekin showed me a better way to live. And so, yes, I ply my old trade. I grew up an assassin, my dear. I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. But we all have our talents. So, My body count really doesn't matter. Master Shikins now sits at 9. He's a good man.
Well, I can't speak for everyone else, but I can say that I apologize that you had to do that for House Sheeking today. And I can promise you that we will be more careful in the future. The only time I ever want to kill is when it's defending myself, because I will not lose my life to someone else.
I understand, and I apologize because you've already had to kill. You've already been pulled into this game the moment that you stepped into town, the moment that you talked to my master. And I'm truly sorry for that. And you can tell that he's like, right now, like he's holding, like his eyes are watery. He looks like he's trying to hold emotion in his face. And he says, "Thank you. Only Master Sheekin has said such kind words about my terrible past."
Everyone can walk
really
the road of redemption.
Yes, I believe that. And that's why I serve the Master today.
On the note of having to do things and face adversaries that we normally wouldn't face, we were recently attacked by a group of unknowns.
Yes, that's whom I spoke of, and I'm trying to get intelligence on that. I want to say that the people behind it are the Sky Clan. They always have their eyes on us. They're always trying to thwart our plans. They're one of the oldest families. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. They're one of the oldest houses in town, if not the oldest house in town, and city, rather. I didn't see this shit.
When we were attacked, one did get away. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but we tried to catch him in the moment, but because of the attention it had drawn, we were unable to do so.
Yes, I know. I tried to stop him myself. I'm watching. I'm always watching. And I don't say that as a threat or anything mean, but it's quite the opposite. I want to protect you, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Protect you, and therefore I protect the Master and his plans. I tried to catch this person, but unfortunately they escaped down into the sewers. The vermin that they are, and that's why I say I can suspect, but I don't know for sure. Had I caught him, I would have gotten answers.
Well, unless anybody else has anything to address with you, we have kept you long enough, and thank you for your time. And, I hope in the future we can meet on better terms.
So, we had kind of paused on Tether. Does Tether continue to, tell them off, or is that revised now that you've talked to him a bit more?
I'm still mad.
Okay.
Just ask nicely.
So, then Tether says what Tether said, and Donovan does a sweeping bow towards each one of you. And he says, "I hope you all have a lovely evening at the party." He kind of looks at Tether, and it looks like he wants to say something, and he looks genuinely hurt, and he looks angry, but he takes his leave from the room, and as he opens the door, he looks at Callie and says, "Enjoy your company," and slips out before
He knows.
20 seconds later, you hear a knock at the door. I don't know if anybody else is like retired in this 20 seconds or if they're like still just hanging around in the living room.
Okay. Well, I go and answer the door because it's for me.
I'm going to rest for the party.
6 beautiful individuals come in the room,
So many.
and one of them holding a bottle of champagne says, "Where's the party?"
Oh, baby. Come with me and I'll show you.
We were 6. You? Like,
Anybody else going to
I
join in
thought
on this?
we were going. I thought nobody else is in on this party.
Oh, honey, don't underestimate me.
Y'all got any milk?
I don't know how they're gonna take that.
With that, Adric just shakes his head and retires to his room.
As
It's
you're
like,
going, none of
With
this
that,
shit.
no.
a young, beautiful dwarven woman pulls down her top and says,
Oh.
"Yeah, I got milk."
I'm drinking from the tap. I'm gonna go to bed.
She kind of scowls and pulls her shirt back up.
Oh, man.
And you hear one of them remark quietly, "This is weird." It's a probably 40-something guy that's ripped as shit and wearing some very revealing underwear. But the original one that spoke said, "Okay, so your room then?"
Yeah. Well, let me just throw it out there. You look very unhappy right now.
Oh no. It's just a little, I mean, it's fine. We've seen weirder. It's fine.
Well, I ain't gonna force you, but you can leave if you want to.
We're not here because we're forced not here.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, I lead them into my room and shut the door.
So they all like file in, and the like hung 40-something dude kind of looks questioningly around at Tether and Adric, and just kind of has a quizzical look on his face before he closes the door. And you are very, very thankful that the soundproofing on these rooms is really, really good. Because what goes on in that room is absolutely carnal.
Oh, sorry. Here.
And, yes, Callie can keep up just fine.
Oh, 6 people.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
So,
Well,
what?
and in that case, I think maybe I'll excuse myself down to the bar to have lunch and some refreshments.
Okay.
And I'll announce that to the party if anyone wants to join me.
Yeah, I mean, generally, like, rest as long as you know you're taking it easy for 6 hours, or doesn't necessarily require sleep or anything.
Right.
So, yeah,
That's all you should be.
sure.
Adric joins you.
Tori went to bed. I don't know what Adric does.
He's gonna join Tether.
Oh, he joins. Okay. So,
Yeah.
You'll have a chat.
I go,
you,
let me show you some good dwarven beer.
they probably don't serve. Well, no, that's not true. They would definitely. So, I mean, you two go downstairs, and you know, as part of the like hotel, your meals are always provided if you show up to get them.
Right.
At this time, they have a lunch spread. Won't go into detail to make people hungry, but yeah, Adric orders a couple of dwarven stouts, and he's handed some frigidly cold bottles of like top shelf dwarven beer, craft beer.
The microbrew. Yeah.
So, I don't know what lunch between the two of you goes like, but I imagine it'd probably be very interesting.
With the death of several men, including the librarian, on my conscience, I graciously accept Sir Dwarf's hospitality, and I wonder what his what his kin would have to say of this.
That's to you.
Well,
Drake, what does Pelor say about the murder of innocents?
he doesn't like it.
Wow.
Does he like beer?
I'm hoping so.
This is for
Let's
you.
reason with that then. I'm sure I can drown the consciousness out of myself for a moment.
Oh god, they're gonna be passed out on the floor.
Stay drunk like the dwarf does.
I might have to today. I'm just pre-gaming for the party.
Right?
Yes. Speaking of which, so like, I need 4 hours of trance, so it's pretty much gonna be wham bam piggy man.
You don't. As long as you're feeding,
Oh,
you're fine.
okay, well then forget what I just said.
I
Just
mean, you're. Yes.
I'm hungry.
So,
Storm.
as long as you're doing like something carnal for enough time to rest, you are fine because you don't technically need to.
That's true, I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm happy about
Yes.
Tori's enjoying her nap.
it.
Would have been easier. Would have been
So-
easier with some milk, but she wasn't serving
I mean,
my
you were
brand.
offered.
She wasn't serving the brand. Cow milk only. Goat milk.
On the way-
Fancy.
Oh, sorry. That's laundry.
Do we want to just take a quick 5 while
Yeah.
she does that? And
Yeah.
I actually need to hit the restroom again, so.
Apologies.
I'm gonna do something funny on the way back to the room.
You do that.
You better not disturb me.
No, I'm gonna take her signs and I'm gonna switch them.
Mine?
Yes.
I don't know which one I went in.
I mean, during the break, just think if you two would do anything other than sit there and knock back about 6 beers each, or what?
That sounds like a great idea.
Doesn't it?
You could always join Callie.
She's gonna get up and do
Roll it
An
down.
invitation.
restroom or something. She's gonna go back.
Alright, so while Adric and Tyler were lunching and drinking, did y'all like discuss anything or just pound down some beers together?
Well, if he wants to ask me anything or start a conversation, I will let him have that.
So do you think we're done with being attacked, or do you think they're gonna be coming back for us?
I have every confidence that this is some kind of trap. I think it's much more cost effective for them to destroy us while they have it.
Oh.
Where'd you go?
Aren't careful, we may not come back from this.
Yeah, I think we're having some internet issues because.
You can fade it out for a little bit.
Is my voice cutting out?
Just for a moment. I mean,
You're back.
Yeah, you're good now. Just like one moment you cut out.
Hello?
Can you hear us still?
Hello?
Shitty titties.
We can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No.
I might.
Should I text in the Discord?
I'm gonna drop out and then come back in real quick. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I guess I just had to sometimes Discord's kind of weird when you are on it for a very, very long time, so we're gonna go with that.
Bad Discord.
Should I do the same thing? Can you hear me okay?
I mean, no, I can hear you fine, so I mean, so long as you can hear us, I think we're good.
Okay.
Too much. So go ahead with what you were saying there. I think Shit, who was talking?
It was 10.
Well, I was saying that I think that this is a trap. That, honestly, I think Crow is mostly concerned with how their house spends money. It is likely cheaper for them to get rid of us when they can, rather than try to play any kind of game interceding or negotiating.
Interesting.
The price tag on killing us is low, and we're gonna have to play it really smart and launch one hell of a con to make it seem like we're too expensive for them.
Does you have any thoughts on all that? Remember, you're having a dialogue between the two of you.
Whatever they throw at us, I say we face it head on instead of tiptoeing around the issue, because they're gonna, if they want to attack us, they're going to attack us. But I do think we need to be on our guard.
Definitely.
Because so far,
Come at us. We'll be ready.
of all the people I've met in this city, I trust very few, except for the ones around me right now.
It feels very much the same. We're very suspicious people.
We're all suspicious together.
Yeah.
Suspicious!
You guys definitely do stand out. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, we do.
So, I'd say probably after knocking back quite a few drinks, you probably just need to get a nap to get like ready for the. Well, I'm not gonna say what to do. If you guys sit there and drink until it's time to go, then that's fine, I guess.
I feel like Ava can handle it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think Heather could handle it too. I don't think she's a stranger to the bar scene, but could be wrong.
Yeah, you call me a barfly. Changes to my spellbook.
Alright, hold up. The stream just stopped too, so let me get that up and going again.
Alright.
Sorry, what did you say though? Spellbook?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as, let's see.
It started again.
Started again. I think we're just having some really bad internet. But it is like prime time internet, so getting it.
Yeah.
Everybody's on.
So yes, as long as, let's see, you're a sorceress. So wait, do you even have a spellbook?
Well, no, but I can change which spells I have access to.
I thought as a sorceress you just had
Yeah.
like your spellbook. You don't have to worry about changing them out. You just have what you have.
Yeah.
You have access to less spells than any other class, but you have access to all those spells all the time. That's kind of what makes a sorcerer. No? Am I wrong?
Yes, the sorcerer knows less spells, but they don't have to prepare them.
That's exactly what I just said.
But you don't have access to every spell. You have to pick.
Spells known.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is that whatever spells you know, you always know those. You don't have to prepare them.
Right. Can I switch those out on rest though, or am I stuck with them?
Theoretically, you're stuck with them, but
Right.
I'm willing to. I mean, if you're like deeply unhappy with some of the ones that you have, I mean,
Oh no,
I will
no.
let you change them out. But you're never going to have a huge spellbook like a wizard. It's not
Right.
really the sorcerer's domain.
Okay.
Well,
I'm totally fine with what I have. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have a little bit of a mix, some crowd control, some pew-pews, and some utility. And, you will definitely learn more spells as you level up. Right now, everybody's spellcasting right now kind of blows. But that's just normal second level shit.
Speaking
1,
of
2, 3.
Hold up.
this has not much to do with
Continue, sorry.
spellcasting, but I had a question about like the party in general. Are we gonna be able to bring weapons in, or are we going in like Nikki? And if we can conceal.
Well,
Because I could maybe bring that little dagger that.
so you wouldn't know for sure, but logic would tell you that you probably can't go into a party fully armed. And when it comes to bringing a weapon, having like a dagger, which isn't much, is still way better than being unarmed. So with daggers, since they're easy to conceal, you get advantage on your sleight of hand check to hide it.
Okay.
Any other weapon you can try and get it in, but you have disadvantage on most, because most weapons, well, any weapon that's designed for stealth, you have advantage, and then a lot of weapons, it's almost, you couldn't carry a two-handed hammer.
I can't bring my javelin in, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, actually, you might be able to do that, but I mean, you could like put it in your pants leg or something, but it's still going to be hard.
Is that a javelin, or are you excited to see me type deal?
Hey! Yeah, daggers are by far the easiest weapons to get in. Rogues also have access to hand crossbows, which can slide up your sleeve and have a soft padding on them, so if they get pat down, it doesn't really feel like it's not rigid, it's like flexible.
It's not like someone's not going to pat. It's not the same as if someone were to pat down my pants leg and be like, oh, there's a whole javelin in there.
I mean, if you could pull off that not being a javelin, maybe you're trans. I don't know, but so
Oh man.
Wow, where were we? You can try and get weapons in, but certain characters are probably going to be more adept at doing that than others. Daggers are reasonable. If you try and walk up in there with anything other than that, and they catch you, then that's not going to be a great situation.
Well, then I'm going to try to at least bring the dagger, because like I have 0 for my sleight of hand and stealth and stuff like that, but...
Well, if you can tell me some other way to make a skill of yours work to get a weapon in, you're free, but the rules say that it's
the only thing I can think of
hide it on your person
is maybe like my persuasion to be like, it's part of my outfit or something like that. Because I have +5 to my persuasion, but with the way my rolls have been going, I don't know.
Yeah, you've had some rotten rolls, and you've been a good sport about it too. A lot of people like get really sour when the dice hate them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you want to try the javelin in the pants and see if you can pass it off with your persuasion, I'm not against that. I mean, I like creativity, and I try to reward it whenever it's
I'm gonna go
actually creative.
I'm gonna go with the dagger and the javelin in my pants, and or can I only do one?
I would pick one or the other, because a sheathed dagger might feel similar. If you're just walking around rock hard.
What is like the damage on a dagger?
A dagger's a 1d4.
Okay.
Javelin, a javelin's going to be harder. Like javelin, you're not going to get advantage. It's just going to be a normal roll. Dagger, you have advantage on that, and I will allow you in that fashion to use your persuasion to pull it off. Only because your character could.
Yeah.
She's kind of crazy like that.
She's goofy. I'm gonna give I know it's like the javelin would definitely be better for damage, but I'm gonna go with the dagger because honestly, with it being a party, I'm gonna hope that we're not going in to start trouble.
Yeah,
and I would hope if we can't come in armed, very few people could come in armed.
Right.
Besides,